Welcome back to the Christos pregame coaches report as Marist gets ready to take on Canisius inside the McCann Center tonight. He's the head coach, Brian Giorgis. My name is Jeff Broughton. You're listening to the Christos pregame coaches reports, brought to you as always by Christos Restaurant. Located next to the McCann Golf Course in Poughkeepsie, Christos is your home for fine dining and catering. Coach, it was an interesting win against Iona to start the weekend. Team played pretty well defensively, had some momentary struggles offensively. It looked at times like Iona was the team that asserted themselves more, and that led to a big Gales advantage on the board. It was a game you can look at from a lot of different angles, so I'm curious how you look at the team's win against Iona.
Well, anytime you win on the road, it's a good win. I mean, outside of the 22 offensive rebounds, and again, a lot of them, you know, off-dribble penetration, people rotating to help, losing people. I mean, that's going to happen. And it's not like we've been giving up 20 offensive rebounds a thing. Plus, you got a nightmare mismatch where Christina Ford had a bunch of rebounds just using her size advantage. So the important part is they had 15 points, or second chance points, and we had 12. So we really didn't get killed in that battle, even though, again, we had to play defense more. You know, it's kind of disappointing we missed a bunch of layups. I mean, we missed, I think, 9 layups in the game. It would have made life a little bit easier. But I thought our defense was pretty consistent throughout. You know, they wanted to use clock, and, you know, even at the end of the shot clock, they had to rush some shots up to get them up. So anytime you can beat Iona, which, again, still was preseason number 2, and even though they're not having the type of year that they've had, you know, like I said, they were 2 calls short of being on a 6-game win streak. So we'll take it.
Yeah, double-digit conference win on the road is something that you always take. Iona had a lead early, but Elise Caron put an end to that. She played great defensively, but her offense in the first half, Iona helped off her defensively, asked her to hit some shots, and she went out and did that to 13 points, equaling a season high. Talk to me about the play of Caron on both ends of the floor and how instrumental she was.
Well, again, a lot of people don't realize that she's shooting over 40% from three-point line. So if people want to help out either on her bigs or for Coriel or Erica, people are going to find her, and she can knock down shots. You know, sometimes we have to beg her a little too much to shoot, but, you know, that's what they were going to do. So, you know, she still did that, and again, she has had an incredible defensive game. And like I said, if there's a better defensive player in the conference, I haven't seen it.
You know, you talk about Elise Caron and what other teams want her to do offensively. You know, point guard in the Marist offense, not always asked to score too much. You know, Nikki Flores, however, is a point guard who did score some. And tell me about how this offense changes, how it gets better when the point guard is able to contribute some scoring.
Well, again, anytime you force people to have to defend them and not back off and help other people, you know, you're in a little bit better shape. And, you know, and that's what we've had to, you know, be able to do, is to make sure that everybody's involved and that there are options for all of our players. And we've put a few things in to help get our point guards more involved, and it's been pretty successful.
Emma O'Connor remained out of the game with an ankle injury, dealing with a high right ankle sprain. She's nearing a return. Can you give us an update on O'Connor's status at this juncture?
Actually, we were really encouraged. She's rehabbed real well. The MRI made it sound like she wasn't going to be back for the rest of the year, but the doctor looked at it and said, hey, you know, you can't hurt it anymore. So she's really rehabbing hard, and I think next weekend we'll be able to have her at least for one of the games.
It's good to get O'Connor back soon, but out tonight against Canisius. The Griffs, a team very young. They may start as many as 3 freshmen in this game tonight, but the danger to playing a young team late in the year is these kids are going to keep improving, keep getting better, and you would expect that as the season goes on, Canisius will start playing better basketball, and you just hope that's not the case tonight.
Yeah, again, Terry does a great job with them. It's a team of the future, and you know, they know that they can have an impact on, you know, the conference right now. They sit in 7th place. You know, they've won their last 2 games. You know, especially coming off a big second half against St. Peter's. Again, it's somebody that we can't look ahead, you know, ahead on. And you know, they gave us a great first half up there last time. We got to hope we can put 2 halves together.
Tonight in the McCann Center, it's the WBCA Pink Zone game. Team will be in the pink jerseys. A lot of the proceeds from tonight's game go to support the Miles of Hope Breast Cancer Foundation here locally in the Hudson Valley. It's a cause that you and the team have been involved with for quite some time. Talk to me about that relationship and why you're glad to see it continue.
Well, again, you know, NCAA women's basketball has made a concerted effort through K-Yow Foundation, things like that, to bring awareness of the issue of breast cancer in this country and the problems that it's caused, and they've raised a lot of money to help with research and hope someday they have a cure. I'm fairly close to it because one of the people in Miles of Hope is Maureen Sipe, who played basketball for me at Lourdes back in the early 90s, and her mom died of breast cancer, and our honorary guest coach tonight, Jamie Hoyt, is a 2-time breast cancer survivor whose daughter, Sarah Hoyt, played for me at Lourdes, now Sarah Mesuch, who's at Arlington. And she's been a big fan. She's been to every NCAA Final Four with her sister, and a huge Marist women's basketball fan. So, you know, there's a lot of meaning to it, at least for me, and I think for all women, you know, a tremendous amount of meaning. And Miles of Hope does a tremendous job in terms of raising awareness and funds for the cause.
Yeah, great cause here locally in the Hudson Valley. You can log on to milesofhope.org for more information. Marist head coach Brian Giorgis, guest in the Christos pregame coaches report. Thanks for the time.
Thank you, Jeff.
We've got more to come after this with Julianne Vianney, so stay tuned. You're listening to Marist Women's Basketball from GoRedFoxes.com.